My goodness. Mama, what did you teach your boys? Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. From Lil Mario and Koopa specifically.
Yeah.
So Mama historically has been our super loud talker when it's time to eat, but I think she's passed on the job to her boys. Hi, Hercules. Would you shut them up, please,
Yeah,
Mom?
we'll shut 'em
Goodness
up.
gracious.
I'm Betty.
I'm Big Handsome. Today, I don't have my bibs on. That's fantastic. That's the first time, and I don't know how many feedings. It's like 45 degrees, high of 50. It's gloomy, it's cloudy, and it's a little cool, but it's so much better than 2 degrees with 30-mile-an-hour winds. Only problem is now my jeans are in danger of muddy paws and hooves and slobbers.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Get down. This is not what you're supposed to be doing, mister.
What do you mean?
This is not for you to eat on.
You didn't bring me no food?
Well, we have your food, but you don't eat foam
I
in
don't
the
see
meantime.
no food. Where my food, Mom?
We're getting it.
We has this conversation every time.
I know, so why aren't you patient? Because you know that I bring it down here.
Patient, what that word mean? I don't even know.
Well, it means let's not eat foam.
Good morning, good morning. Hi there, bear. Oh, he's hearing those geese. Miss Bluesy, how are we today? Today is the 24th. The 25th is technically exactly 5 months from when her and Mario were together. Buddy, be nice to her. Good boy. Thus putting her due date technically tomorrow. Now, we were hoping and praying that this girl would hold out through the cold snap that we had last week when it was like 15 below, felt like 100 below. I don't know how cold it was. We had a bunch of blankets ready that Shanon's folks donated, which is awesome. Stan was at the ready. He said, hey, if you have those babies, when it's really cold, give me a call. I'll come help you. So I really appreciate the support and everything, but we really just wanted her to wait closer to the 25th. And now it's going to be 50 degrees. Perfect.
I'd like to look if she'll let me get close. She'll let me get close to love on her, but I'd like to check to see if her bag is filling up and do a little field check on you, baby girl.
She doesn't seem to mind too much.
She at least likes the scratchings.
Pushed away, sorry. Hey, where my food? Where my food?
Okay. Everybody is nibbling on me, so let's go get food and then I'll do our checks.
Sure are getting a lot of red on them horns, buddy. Smacking that hay feeder a little bit. Goodness gracious.
I put pellets all over this area yesterday because it was super muddy. And now look at the mess. It's like a sawdust mess.
But it did its job. And
For
you
the
don't
moment.
slide through the gate every single time.
That's true.
And have
It was
to waddle.
pretty muddy.
Yeah. I think when it rained, all the ground got super saturated and then it got really cold. And so it got super duper hard. Everything froze. Yesterday we were above freezing all day and all of it melted. Plus there was a drizzle all day long and it was hard to get around out here without sliding down the hill and falling in the mud. Hi, pretty girl. This is how we patiently wait for our food. Spruce. Oh man, update on the pecking order, I can tell you now. Spruce is moving up the ranks. Weege. It's coming. It's the first day he's not like completely soaked.
Oh yeah,
Even yesterday he was damp all day because of the mist.
that curly tail. Spruce, I had to clean my phone off today to get some more room, and I found all kinds of stuff from when you were little. You were just a little tyke.
Did you delete it all?
Well, of course not.
I would have deleted it. No evidence of me ever coming around.
What? You were super cute.
I was. I still am, really.
You still are. You're right.
I'm just a little bossy about it is the thing.
A little?
A little bit.
I think you rule this roost.
I gave myself a promotion this week, by the way. Did I tell you?
No, what
I
is it?
earned it.
What is it?
It's that I can kick Mama's butt now. So I moved up the rankings.
That's a pretty big deal.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's pretty cool. I could do what I want. Now I just gotta pass Ouija and I'm the winner.
Well, you
Yeah.
still got Blue though. She kind of tells you how it is still.
You just think you're gonna move right on up the ranks, huh?
I know it.
Herc just burped at me. Yeah, I've seen him, man, especially when that white hay tub is in here and they are kind of fighting over it. Blue will try to get in there and he says, and he'll smack her, and she's kind of started to back down from him finally. He grows every single day.
He's huge.
His head's got to grow into that body someday.
Are you checking out this shelter? Are you trying to decide which one you want to be in? What do you think? I would actually like it if you would choose this nursery, because then it would be easy for us to get access to you. I'm just looking for some love.
Got a friend over here?
Yeah, I asked her if she was checking out which nursery she wanted.
She tell you?
No. I told her this one would be easier, though,
For us?
for us to have access to her.
Yeah.
You little stinker.
Is he trying to tear up our foam insulation?
Yes.
He is a little stinker. If Herc's food is out and I open this door, he ran to his food yesterday. I was running behind him and he knew I was coming and he sprinted over just to get a piece of his food.
He's rotten.
It goes all through me. It was my fault for forgetting to put it up before I opened it up, but
I know. It's hard to remember, though.
yeah.
Yeah, this is only a temporary fix for that extreme weather that we had. We're going to switch this out for some type of wood. We just don't know what yet.
Yeah, through that cold snap though, it was fantastic. In fact, there were times that we would crawl in these little shelters for just a minute, like while we were doing the hay or whatever, and just to get out of the wind.
I would like it if you would come to this shelter to have your babies and stay in this one. I think she still has some tension back there in those ligaments. I don't think she's gonna go today. Yeah, that could be famous last words.
Right? Last time we had no preface. We didn't even know she was pregnant. And I literally just happened to be outside, which is... Thanks, Harry. Hey, buddy. What's up with you today?
Look at this. Herc just went up and sniffed her and she just turned her head.
Yeah, that's a huge win. I know we bring this up a lot, but we have some new viewers, and so some people aren't real familiar with the whole story. But Blue came from an auction. Chad went and picked her up along with Oreo, his goat, and 2 or 3 others at the time. And he just drove by and was like, hey, one other goat? I was like, sure. So I picked Blue because she had the horns and I knew how these other goats were and that she would want her horns in here. When we took her though, we didn't know she was pregnant. I guess they didn't disclose that in the auction, or Chad didn't read it, I don't know. But I was outside one day and I heard some horrific goat screams like I had not heard ever, and went running down into Goatville, and Blue was in labor, and that was how Larry and Harry came about. Was that your and my first witness birth? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a doozy. That was a big day. Well, now we saw her and Mario. Mario was our buck that we had here, who we had to take to auction because we didn't want him to keep getting our does pregnant. And that was 5 months ago. A goat's gestation period is 5 months long. and tomorrow is 5 months on the nose. When Mama had her babies, wasn't she was like straight up 5 months when she went, right?
I kind of think so.
The only thing with her was we weren't 100% sure like what time Mario was successful with her.
Yeah, because they were together several times.
Yeah, we intentionally bred Mama to Mario basically, and we thought at the time that her and Blue would both get pregnant, but Blue never went into heat. Well, that's because she was already pregnant. So yeah, the story's been all over the place. But that's why we have so many little goatlets, and we love them all. But what we are noticing, I think I mentioned this in the last video, we've caught we've caught Blue and Luigi spending a lot more cuddle time together. Well, up to this point, it has always been Blue, Larry, and Harry cuddled together, the three of them. Harry honestly is not even getting to cuddle with her at all anymore. She kind of even pushes him away, which is natural, especially if this goat is pregnant and she knows she's gonna have to cut him off. You know, she's weaned them, she does not nurse them anymore, that's done. But as far as like, Larry doesn't get it, he doesn't understand it, and he's still attached to her hip. And so you can watch them late at night, he will cuddle up with her, she'll let him, and they'll cuddle together, and it's adorable. But that's kind of where the struggle comes in when we talked about maybe moving on Larry and Harry, and I don't think we can do it. Don't tell
I don't
Shannon.
think we can do it either, Herc.
I love that she's in agreement with that. I have not talked to Dad about it directly, but I know Dad is 100% respecting whatever we want or need to do. And at this point, I mean, they're like our kids. I mean, they are technically our kids, goat kids, but they're our goatlets. And their personalities, well, it comes from us. But they're just so awesome. And Larry is one of the best goatlets. He behaves the best, he loves the attention, does not shy away from it. But as we know, hi buddy, you don't shy away from attention either. As we know, in their natural environment, if they were wild goats, if you will, when she gets pregnant and has two goatlets that she's already raising, she will immediately have to tend to the babies, and the boys will just have to kind of move on, for lack of a better term. She's keeping an eye on you, Herc. And so I think that was kind of our thing. It was like, well, we'll wait and see how it affects these guys when she does give birth. And we're kind of thinking through like the arrangements, the feeding arrangements. How does this change? Because when Blue had her first two, Larry and Harry, we put them in here. And they stayed in there, oh man, it was months. They had to stay in there quite a while because we still had Mario here, and he was not nice when it was feeding time, especially to the little ones. So I think whenever Mario was gone, Mama and her boys were able to come out a little bit sooner, and I would assume this time it's going to be similar. But we're just try to be prepared as possible.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how prepared you can be, but yeah, we're going to try to be as prepared as possible.
Well, I mean, you know, we built the second nursery before Mama had her boys. So, I mean, that was preparations, and we're just kind of doing the same. Fortunately, we don't have to build any more fencing or dig any more holes for posts or anything right at the moment.
That's true.
Look at this guy.
Where that Herc food at, Mom?
Do you need some attention, buddy?
No, some Herc food, sure. No? Maybe?
You're not going to get Herc food. Herc food's bad for you.
But it's so good.
You're silly.
Yeah, could you imagine saying goodbye to him and Larry?
No.
I've tried, and it makes me sad. But a lot of you guys in the comments, some of our close friends who watch the videos, you know, they've even said like, hey, Larry and Harry got to stay with you. Got to stay there. And I don't know if it's that you're reading that from Shannon and I, or that you love them so much and you want to see them here. I don't care. You're right. I think they got to stay. We're going to do our very best to just let nature happen. Let Larry and Harry, you know, they're going to have to grow up someday. Yeah, and we're not sending them away. Got a knuckle nibbler?
Mm-hmm. They're all just craving attention this morning, so
Yeah.
just trying to love on everybody.
Well, you know, I know we've talked about this, but for most of them, this is their first very, very cold And
Yeah.
today is the first, honestly, very nice day since
For a
that
while.
hardcore cold snap.
Yeah.
So they're on cloud 9. If I would just get them some more hay, they'd be really happy.
Hey, man.
What? Mom, you ever looked the inside of a food scoop?
You're chewing on it.
Yeah, you ever done that?
I'm gonna have to like take these and hose them down. That's disgusting.
No. Put it back on the ground.
No, that's
I'll
disgusting.
take care of it. Here, give it to me. Thanks. Walk away. And I got it.
I'm gonna go get hay.
Oh, Weege. You do make him slimy on the inside, dude. It's disgusting. Well, you know, yep. I definitely feel movement. I just, boy, is that goatless, baby? Good girl, thank you. You're on to me, aren't you? You're so smart. I want you to put your hand on Blue's right side. You just gotta be calm and she'll let you do it. The right side is where they're pregnant, right?
Mhm.
I think you can feel goatlets in there.
Really?
Because I shouldn't feel like a heartbeat, her rumen, all that stuff should be going on the other side, at least the start of it. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what you think.
Okay, I'll go feel her.
Speaking of goatlets and their mamas, this crew right here, they're a little weird about it, but they are stupid close. Oh, God, you're making it weird. Little Mario, look at that. Yeah. Come on, buddy. I guess I could zoom out for everybody.
He's just giving her some little kisses.
I'll go with you, Mom.
You're going with the feed, or
You're
the
going with the bucket.
hay bucket, aren't you?
So something we were talking about last night, we were looking at the boys and old pictures of Mario.
Hey. Don't be a stinker.
How about you just not get me all muddy?
Okay, thanks for putting the bucket down.
Mario's legs were white. Both the boys took on Mama's black legs.
For some reason, I was going to Blue in my head too. I don't know. Hey, thanks for joining the frame, Koopa. Oh, little Mario, you stinker.
I think that they're so cute. It's cute to see what they picked up from Mama and what they picked up from Mario. But little Mario's coloring is so close to Big Mario's. It's adorable.
Yeah,
I need to do it side by side.
Totally went scrolling through Instagram last night, our own Instagram on K&S Get Out, and just looking back at especially Mario and Luigi. We got Mario and Luigi. Did we? I think we did the math. We got them younger than what Harry and Larry are right now.
Yes.
Because I think we took them to Grandpa Doss Farms as soon as they were weaned. And
Yeah.
their dad was just like Mario. His name was Cowboy. And he started being mean to Mario and Luigi. So the folks that were raising them for us said, hey, it's time. And the goat pen in Goatville wasn't open yet. And we weren't living here yet. Yeah. You felt it.
I think I just got kicked.
I thought the same. I was like, am I crazy? Hercules, buddy, it's okay.
It's kicking me. Oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing ever.
Okay, count how many legs you're feeling kick you. Hercules, Ouija. Kind of in a dangerous zone there with that hay bucket in there.
Larry, excuse me.
I never felt that on Mama.
I didn't either.
And she had a big old wide load when she was ready to go, but never felt him kick. I think I could feel it in her.
So when Mama was, the day that Mama had her babies right back here, it was just super squishy. You just couldn't feel those ligaments whatsoever.
Hey,
I
buddy.
feel like I can still feel them on Blue just a little bit. They're still a little bit tight.
Yeah, we noticed yesterday when she was standing over on the haircut, she was just standing there for I don't know how long. And every once in a while, she would just randomly kind of twist a little bit and almost stretch and then maybe take one step and then just stand still. And that's just not like her, especially not right there. She'll do it down on that log down in Goatville when dive bomb, when Herc runs her down there. But I don't know if they have contractions like humans do, and that was what she was going through maybe, but she's gotta be pregnant. I mean, she's pregnant, right? She's pregnant.
She's for sure pregnant, but I think she's gonna go any day now. Yeah, she's even like, hey, don't touch me as much. Hi, Mama. Can I touch you?
She don't care.
You know what? She actually hasn't really asked for any attention in a while, so this is kind of a nice surprise.
She usually just wants her food. What are you doing? A little curious? Gosh, I love these goats. It's messed up, Betty.
Hey, can I have this?
You sad facing because you got to share the attention?
Can't do the hay with bare hands because there's some little thorny sticks in there every so often.
I think it's thistle.
That would make sense.
Because I keep finding the heads of them too.
Here you go.
Yeah, I did it barehanded last night and I learned the hard way.
I bet that didn't feel very good.
It wasn't great. You just really don't like to share any of the attention with these goats.
Does he need more food? Is he ready to eat?
You want more food, Betty? Can you get your food back down? I gotta take you in the nursery though. Because Harry will try to eat it. Got a little dirt on your nose. A little brown nose. Oh, don't get me. Let's see if they'll show you. He normally, when she would walk up, just like if Luigi comes over, he'll take off. He'll just get out of the situation and say, whatever, Weed, you can have it. He's not doing that with her anymore. What's that big guy? Try and get a little closer. You're so handsome. It's usually okay as long as Spruce stays opposite the bucket. Weege, calm down, man. What are you so sassy about? I don't understand all the sass from you, Weege. You're just so sassy. I'm not sassy at all.
Oh, really?
No. I'm kind and respectful. I don't have any attitude or nothing.
Who are you talking about? Not yourself.
He just whips his head out of there even with attitude.
Oh, I know.
The strategy. Uh-oh. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
Somebody knows that Herc's food is in the pen.
Yeah, he is spying on Herc to see when he leaves his food. Man, our goats are making all kinds of sounds today. Unless that was Herc.
No, that was Weege. I think that's a sign of good digestion, though. A functioning rumen.
That's good.
He talks just a little bit less when Blue's that close.
What is size reference right now?
You mean that Spruce looks pregnant like Blue?
Well, yes, that too.
So funny. Everybody here is a jokester.
You are about as big as her.
It's just so funny because it's like his head is the last thing to grow. Where you
You know
headed?
what's interesting though? Like, look how much thicker his neck is than both Larry's and Blue's.
Which Blue and Larry are La Mancha. And as far as we know, Bruce, Spruce's dad that was on Doss Farms, Bruce is Boer, mostly. That's why he was such a big goat. And I think he got quite a bit of his daddy's genes.
I think so too.
you get a big enough bunch of hay there, dude?
No, I could do better.
I feel like there's a baby resting right here.
You know, when we first got her, I remember how swollen her reproductive parts in the rear were, you know, and it just looked kind of odd, different than all the rest of the goats, not thinking at the time that should have been an indication that she was pregnant. And we don't need to zoom in on it, you can probably see it in parts of the video anyhow, but she's right back where she was.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember, I just don't really remember when we got her and then how long it was before she went into labor.
I can tell you. She came on April 6th and she had babies on June 24th. So she'd been here a little over 2 months.
And there's her shadow.
I was going to say, how long do you think he goes before he's next to her again? It's like a minute.
Yeah, yeah, and you can just watch her anytime. Now, I did catch yesterday, because a lot of times she would do the same. If he's away from her and she hears commotion, she goes and finds him and makes sure he's okay. But yesterday, him and Koopa, I watched them on the camera. I think I recorded 5 minutes of it, but they were having a battle royale, king of the hill, for the top of the pallets inside the shelter. And they were just playing and sparring, and she stood right out here for probably about 6 minutes of it and just was kind of listening and watching, but she didn't go in. And then finally, she went in to check and see what was going on, but by then Koopa had already kind of ran off. Get out of here.
Goodness. Who's behind me?
Mr. Koopa.
Hey, buddy.
It's moments like this when I kind of think back to how they were acting whenever we first came down here to feed them. You get them fed, you get them hay.
And then they just want all the attention.
They just want love and to play.
You're not done yet, are you? These little pink spots on your little snout are just so cute.
Got some pink spots, buddy? These ones? So we're just gonna stay on goatlet watch for Blue, and we check the cameras all day. Just burn through the batteries and have to recharge them and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we're not getting enough sunlight for the solar portion of it to work, but it is nice and toasty. I don't know if nice is the right word. It's
hot in here.
It's hot in here. She said it. That's awesome. So we've turned the heaters down a little bit. I'm gonna air this out just a bit, but I did have an opportunity to go ahead and finish a lot of these plates. So now all I've got to do are these up here. And when I was complaining about how difficult it was to do with the hammer, I think I figured it out because I can't get in a good enough position up there to get a full hammer swing. These up here, when I was on the ladder, you know, I can stay down a little bit lower, get a full swing, and they were going in a little bit faster.
That makes sense.
Still had to take a couple breaks. And I had to break a tool that your dad let me borrow.
Yeah, he did text me and ask me to send him a picture of it, and he said he might be able to fix it.
Yeah, it just came off. But I did get to use it on 2 of them. I basically practiced on that one because I was curious if that little pneumatic hammer, if it was going to hop off the plate or how I would get him seated. And it wasn't that bad. And then I got that one in with it, went to start this one, and snap, it just broke.
I told my dad you were going to have to tell them the story. I was like, I can't be the one to tell you the story.
Yeah. Honestly, nothing was going out of the norm. It was working properly. I had the pressure dialed in from what I could tell. It was working great.
Did you Kyle strength it?
Is that a thing with that thing?
Everything is a thing with you with Kyle strength.
It was an accident.
Do you remember our faucet down behind the camper?
So I'm going to come finish up these strong ties today, and I'm probably going to be swinging the hammer But I do want to look into one of those pneumatic hammers. I didn't know that thing was a thing. It's awesome.
I think my dad has 3 of them.
Oh, good. Hopefully this wasn't his favorite one. All right, well, let's get out of here because it's way too hot. Finish this up.
So you're going to finish up the loft ones?
Yep, I'm going to finish up the loft ones. And then it's time to cut. And that's going to be a sawdust mess. Well, we're going to stay on baby watch. I'm nervous to even leave at this point. Like, for one of us or both of us to always be here, I feel pressure for that. And it's fine. I know it's going to be fine. I know she could have the babies and she could deal with all of it all by herself. But we just like to experience it with her and be here just in case.
Well, I just want to be here for her.
Yeah, and I want to hold the tiniest goatlets that I can. They're stinking adorable.
If she'll let you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think we had to wait about 3 or 4 hours last time before we could, and she was still pretty noisy about it.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll be better now that she trusts us.
Yeah.
One can only hope. All right, well, we're all just going to keep waiting. Hopefully by the next video, we'll have some new goatlets to show you.
I really hope so.
Yeah. Well, guys, we love and appreciate you. We thank you for coming on this journey with us, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
As always,
Blah, blah, blah.
blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.